What is up? What is up? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast for January 27th, 2018. This is a podcast by Red Cyclone Inc., and I'm joined today by my regular dude, Louis Beans.
What's happening?
And the Brock Lesnar of the cast, Minion with the Opinion.
Wow. That is a proper introduction for me now.
Yeah, now you just need an advocate, which is I think the other Mike.
Yeah.
My other friend Mike was gonna give him his services as an advocate.
Oh wow!
I'm only coming around pay-per-view time, guys. That's just I guess that's what's coming up now.
Yep. So that's good. A lot of news. I guess I'll go through the news first because that's probably the easier ones to go through. Okay. And then we'll go into the TakeOver preview, and then a little bit of the Royal Rumble last week build up.
Mm-hmm. That's very good, very good.
All right, so the first one first. Enzo Amore got released by WWE for allegedly raping someone. Have you guys actually read the articles and stuff on it?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys' thoughts on it?
I mean, was there any reason to believe that it's not true?
I think so. I think he's actually innocent.
The girl's credibility is up to question.
Oh, very questionable.
Yeah,
because in an abundance of text messages, she said that she has sent her friend saying that, "Oh, I'm laying next to some famous wrestler. I'm fucked up. We did coke and meth." Like, okay, so then why are you coming out saying that it was forced, you were raped, but yet everything before that, you got all these screenshots, and then you're saying, dude, I'm going to rehab. Like, a lot of her credibility is a shot, but I also blame Enzo for just being in the situation also. So it's what is he doing around 19-year-olds?
Yeah, the company you keep. Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah. A lot of things with him is the fact that the reason why he got released was more the fact that he could have just told WWE the situation that was going on. They would have just suspended him and then would have brought him back later down the road. The fact that he didn't say nothing to nobody, and then they found out like this, that's what they were like, you know what? We're done with this guy.
Okay. Yep. So can I ask who's the one that brought it to light though? Was it the
girl?
Okay. Did they issue a warrant for his arrest or anything or no?
No, he's alleged. So it's
alleged. Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't got arrested for anything like that. But right now, with everything that's going on with the whole rape and anything that's going on with harassment and things like that are getting brought into big light now. Mm-hmm. It's a big thing, and to the point that they'll have to punish, and that's a WWE wellness policy. It's inside of it too. Okay. If you did anything that has to do within the law, that you're suspended. You'll be out for 30 to 60 to a year. It depends on the situation. That's what happened to Rich Swann.
Yeah. Did they say? Okay. Can I ask a question? Did they ever say how long Rich Swann is going to be out?
Oh, he was on 30. He's 30 days, and he got he's out of it too. He got everything innocent too.
Oh.
Yeah, all his charges were dropped, I believe, yesterday or Friday.
Okay, yes. Okay, so that's very recent. I was going to say there's been zero fanfare or anything about that? All right.
They just announced it this week, on Friday, I think, actually.
All right, so it's not even that old. All right, so props to Merck and Minion for letting me know that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But, Enzo's out. Will he be good in the independent scene? Probably. He's good on the mic. Wish him the best.
I agree.
But
okay, do you guys have you heard, or is there any stock in this rumor that he really just wanted to be a rapper after a certain period of time?
I mean, Did you hear him rap?
I thought he was the one who was doing his intro, so I thought it was
that was him on his own song, his own theme song. But he went on Hot 97 a couple of months ago, and he was laying a freestyle down, and my God, he could actually rap. He actually could rap.
All right. Yes. So, is that his exit strategy?
Most likely, he hangs out with all those famous guys, those producers.
Okay.
Let's keep it real though, and just like Jason said, Enzo was definitely suspended because of previous previous encounters in the back. He's apparently had a horrendous attitude. He acts like his shit doesn't stink.
Okay.
Also, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because now the division, you're going to actually get to see the talent finally really be enhanced.
You could possibly see a revamp of the whole division starting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Got you. All right.
But I'm praying that all the allegations aren't true, though, because this could definitely tarnish his name in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have that rape thing next to your name, it's very hard to be trusted in any other type of business.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Definitely understand that.
All right. So that's Enzo. Next big news. I actually watched the press conference, and I'm hoping for the best for this. This man announces XFL.
I mean, that's kind of awesome.
You know, funny shit. Like everyone is like shitting on it. Like what I've seen in posts and stuff like that. I'm actually fine for it. You realize also that NFL stole all their camera production for XFL, and they use it in the days.
Wow.
You know that big camera that's over the stadium that swings?
Yeah.
That's all from XFL.
Also, didn't they take the digital line?
Yes.
All right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that camera view come from the idea of bringing Shawn Michaels down?
Yeah.
From that Rappler that they had, and he was swinging.
Yeah, that was what they used. That's what they did. It came from them.
Vinnie Mac's a genius.
Yeah. So he you know what he's gonna do? So how you feel? Because seeing that you guys, well, I know Minion for a fact is an NFL fan, and will you actually watch a new XFL if done correctly? Because I think he learned from his mistakes.
I definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the problem with the XFL was last time, it was on very sporadically and it was cut short.
Yeah.
Also at that time, I don't think there was any real talent.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I think I remember that was like the star player being some guy. It wasn't like He Hate Me, and then that was it.
That was Jonas Drew, right?
I don't remember if that I read that was, and then I read it wasn't. So I don't. We have to look that up. If anybody has time, they have to look that up because I always thought Maurice Jones-Drew was He Hate Me because he became a superstar in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I think he's going to do fine. I think he learned from a lot of his mistakes he did before. He's doing it as a separate company. He's not doing it with WWE. He's doing it with his new Alpha Corporation.
I'm all for the XFL. A lot of people are going to get some extra opportunities to make more money. Metro Tech Arena Football, if they thought they were washed up, now they have another chance to play. It's going to be like the replacements.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
He already mentioned that it's going to be 8 teams. It's going to have like a basic playoff and championship game, 10 games season. So they're not going to be that long, and I think they're just going to focus on the game itself and being very interactive with the game. I think they're going to be more like Facebook oriented and just more technology based, kind of like what WWE is doing now with the Twitter and all that shit.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Did he mention are these teams going to have individual stadiums? Are they going to build their own, or are they going to share some of the arenas around the world?
They'll probably share some of the arenas around the world, kind of like what they did last time.
Yeah, I remember they did that. I think they shared Jacksonville Stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
So, all right, yeah. So, yeah, it will be the same.
Now, question: is Vince McMahon signing up to be the owner of the league or the president of the league? The commissioner of the league?
He owns the league, but he's going to have someone running it.
Okay.
And
I get it.
Also brings back a lot of guys that will probably come back to play if they still want to play, but they can't play in the NFL, like Kaepernick, and that the teams don't want to take him away. That would be a big news thing if the first person that's signed for a team is Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So He Hate Me was Rod Smart. He's a running back for the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, so he wasn't Maurice Jones-Drew. See?
Yeah. Yes. So that's him. He did play. He actually had a decent career with the Panthers.
Yeah.
So so that's XFL coming. I think it starts 2020.
Yes.
It'll be the first team.
2020.
You'll probably find out more about the teams and how they're gonna draft and how they're gonna get players within that time. But good luck to Vince McMahon with XFL.
I know one thing for sure. I will definitely watch it if it doesn't follow college rules. If it follows college rules, it's hard. I just can't keep up with it because sometimes the rules are just weird on college.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Yeah, because they focus on a faster play time.
Yeah, college is more protected than the NFL. In college, you can have 1 foot inbound and 1 foot outbound, and it's a catch.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
And let's not have to steal the bacon to figure out who has the ball first.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's not do that again.
Okay.
All right. So NXT is right upon us, pretty much like 3 hours away. NXT take over Philadelphia.
Philly, baby. That is a great wrestling city. It's gonna be carnage.
And those sirens are area appropriate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyone caught the Wednesday's NXT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it. I did. We both watched it. That's great.
Oh my god. Johnny Gargano and Velveteen.
Oh my goodness, that is a classic match. Okay, can we just keep an eye out on this guy?
Oh, that's you know what?
Like seriously.
From the beginning when he came in, I knew he was going to be something special. I always had something with him, like just his age and his mentality for wrestling. I think what really sells him. Period.
Yeah.
I love his attention to detail. Though.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that really gets me like with him is that he spares no expense. Like it's not the highest production value for anything, but he really knows how to work character in his favor. Like that cutoff shirt, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, 100% agreed. Like he, especially like towards the ending of the match, and he knew that elbow was fucked up, so you try to do it to the other elbow, and those little things, the nuances in that fucking match, like it just makes it more believable.
Okay, between the three of us, we've watched a fair amount of wrestling to say,
Yeah.
But why is it that only a very few amount of people understand the art of selling this far in? I don't understand.
It's tough to say because it depends on who you watch and how they learn and how they got up. If you're in the indie scene, in the indie scenes is not that big of a thing with the selling and telling the story. WWE is more telling the story in the ring, but even those guys sometimes is not that quite there. But it's just those little things that we appreciate. Now that's something that he's been doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he's very special. He's a throwback character. He's into his character, which makes it even more dynamic. Mm-hmm. And the way he moves, he's a very stiff, like stocky guy too. And he just carries the presence he carries with him is great. The fans love him, and he could get his boos also. That's the best part is that he's a heel. He'll get cheers, but he'll also get his fair amount of boos just because of the stuff that he does.
Yeah,
like I think he suckered everybody. Everybody thought he was about to go out flying off the apron, and he did that flip off the turnbuckle. Yeah. That was beautiful. He has it all,
and he mixes it up. It's not like just stock photo, step by step. It's completely different. He's never done that before.
Yeah, and the talent
he has that all.
And then the talent they have in NXT just gonna makes him look even better.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
One thing, and he's only 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's scary.
Such good young talent that they have recruited is scary to just think of who's still out there.
Yeah,
because like when Paige got hurt, and you told me like she was like 25, I'm like 24, 25. I'm like, geez, like she's done so much in such a short amount of time. Like I see this guy on the same track.
Yeah, I just hope he stays healthy.
True.
He doesn't do like very dumb shit and actually stays healthy. Because if he stays healthy, he'll be perfectly fine. But again, being that young, always like taking those bumps. Don't take crazy bumps too early in your career, kind of.
I agree.
because that will affect you in the long run. But I think he has a lot of talent, and he's a lot of future. And talking about him, they just announced this week he has a match in Takeover. Him versus Kashi Sono.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for that one.
Your match would be really good. They had a match probably like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but it was rushed. It was like
Yeah.
It was like 5-6 minutes.
But it was fun. It was a fun match, nonetheless. Yeah. I think they're gonna get some time and they're gonna really tell a story.
Listen, they might be my sleeper pick for match of the night.
All right, so who you got winning?
For that match, Velveteen.
I got Velveteen.
Velveteen.
Me too.
I feel like he needs to start getting some momentum up now.
Yeah, but the thing is, with his losses, they're so credible.
Yeah.
Because they're such great long psychology matches, old school matches, that it's killing the babyface how much harder it is to put the other guy away. And it's very rare that they do that nowadays.
Yeah. Now I see it's time to just like start getting him momentum for that title picture though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I say he should take this win and start building up.
A lot of these guys, they go to NXT, and I think once they see how fast they develop, they get called right to that main roster quickly.
And I see him being a good character. I see him definitely a mid-card champion very fast, and if he goes into the big WWE. He's really good on the mic. His presence on the mic is pretty good. I liked that whole promo in the beginning that he had the lights go on and
ambiance.
Kind of did like a Prince video.
Yeah.
It honestly reminded me of Demolition Man when he was going to illuminate.
Illuminate?
Yeah.
De-illuminate.
Wow. I did not think of that at all.
So that was very fun.
We also got to talk about how bad did No Way Jose look.
Oh yeah.
He did. Yeah.
What happened to him, man? He just, oh God! I think that injury really, really helped him gain a couple of pounds.
He looked winded. He looked very winded in that match. Like towards the 3-minute mark, he looked like he burnt out.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets back in shape.
If not, he'll get released.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
Yeah, I like No Way Jose, so I really hope he gets it back in track. I know the injury probably caused him, like he couldn't do a lot, so he just came back. They probably rushed him back as well.
That sucks.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, but I have a question before you go any further. Like regarding No Way Jose, like to me, he always seemed to be just there for the gimmick. But even if he had been healthier, like what would he go for? Because I think he's one of those people that probably needs them to make that mid-card title for NXT.
Yeah, I agree.
Because but most people don't see him as championship material or even material, just contender.
Yeah, I can see him as an IC champion because he has the same stature as Scott Hall.
Gotcha.
I could definitely see him as an IC champ. If Scott Hall was like a 4-time great IC champ, they could definitely they'll definitely do some tweaks with No Way Jose. That's what they do on the roster.
He did
Plus,
show
I like
a
his
lot,
finisher.
Like when he first came in, he had some really good promos. He was especially when he got fucking pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he became like they should have did that more and really like showed like, I'm happy and all, and now I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah, the problem in The Way Jose is his durability. He's been hurt a little too much, which is why you don't see him on TV. And if you follow his Instagram account, you can see that he's been trying to recover from that injury because he wasn't even on live shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was a big draw for the house shows.
Yeah. He was a big baby face.
And he must altered his finisher like 3 times now because he's had like 3 different finishers. I like this one, the pop-up knockout punch. I actually like that one.
I like it.
That's a big man, and it's unique.
Yes, it is.
I
don't know. It just fits. It fits him very well. Just the way he carries himself and everything. I agree.
He just got to get more. He has to get that throw more up there. It looked like he struggled with that throw in this one.
Yeah. Well, Cesar Bernard, I forgot his name, but Cesar Bernard, Benoni,
like
I don't know.
Benoni. Yeah, Benoni. I think it is.
That's a big dude. He's like 6'8".
Yeah. They have like a trio. The Brazilian dude. They signed like 3 of them.
And the girl too, right?
Yeah, the girl and another dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like a Brazilian people. All right, next match. NXT Tag Team Championship match. Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain.
I'll start off first. I'm gonna go with the Undisputed Era. I don't see it with the Authors of Pain. I think that since NXT signed War Machine, it's gonna be a whole different story. I think they're gonna put them away.
Yeah.
I don't like what I've seen from Authors of Pain. Without Gargano or the Revival, they look ordinary. They look ordinary and they look bad.
Yeah, it feels like they need like Extreme Rules and like a very gimmicky kind of match to get over.
Exactly. And what also gets me more upset with them is if you follow them on Instagram, they're typing perfectly in English, but they can't cut a promo in English.
Wow.
I'm telling you, follow them on Instagram and watch how they respond to fellow wrestlers commenting on their pages. You'll be like, okay, can you not speak a little bit more? They need something because I know people like their hard-hitting style, but let's face it, their finisher is garbage. I don't care what anybody tells me. That finisher is garbage.
The freaking double powerbomb they should just make that their finisher.
Yeah, they should do it. They should just run the person into each other twice to their backs and then hit them on the turnbuckles. Do something.
Yeah, and now right now with the NXT's tag team division, like it's growing slowly, but it's growing. I see them getting the call up. So I think this would be their last match in NXT.
Good. I'm not a fan of theirs at all. Maybe later on I will. Maybe they'll catch fire like Elias Sampson. For me, I don't know.
I haven't been a big fan of them either. I had nothing for them, to be honest with you. But the Undisputed Era just got the belts. I see them staying with the belts, and maybe TM61 would be next against them.
I see War Machine coming in and making a splash. I don't know why. I just see it tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
I see War Machine making a splash tonight, like putting them on notice. I'm gonna make that prediction right now. Kyle O'Reilly gets hit with Thor's hammer.
Okay. But Undisputed Era, I got them. Who you got? You said Undisputed Era, Josh.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I got Undisputed. I mean, like Minion said, I'm not really feeling them. But I also think that the way they wrestle is probably more of a main roster style. It's very few moves. It's not very complicated. There's not much to mess up. It's just get in there and do it and leave. Is basically what they do every time they show up. So I think they're going to be gone soon anyway, like on the main roster.
So I think this is their last match. This is like their swan song kind of match before they go up to the main roster.
But if you really think about it, AOP would have been perfect in a roster in the 90s or the 80s, the early 80s. That's the kind of style they have. They don't do much. The style, the innovativeness that the tag teams have now and that they display, the athleticism they display, that's what everybody wants to see now, especially when you got big guys that can move around the ring. And these guys are in phenomenal shape, talking about Authors of Pain, and you feel like they can't move. Like everything they're doing is still a practice session.
True. I agree.
All right. Next match. NXT Women's Championship. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
I'm calling it right now. This is going to be the worst match of the night.
Yeah, I have no hope in this match.
The worst match of the night. I have no interest in it. I think I'm gonna be one of those people, but I think it's very unfair that Shayna Baszler got right to the top that quick. There's way better talent. You never gave Peyton Royce a one-on-one match. You never gave Billie Kay a one-on-one match for a title on a pay-per-view.
And they're better.
And you never gave Kairi Sane the one. It should have been Kairi Sane versus Ember Moon.
Should have been Kairi Sane.
That's it.
Kairi Sane. I see the women's division right now. It's really it has some really good talent in there, Shayna Baszler just doesn't do it for me. I'm really not a fan of her whatsoever. And the Mae Young Classic, you remember our podcast in Mae Young Classic? I had a lot of things to say towards her because I
Very
really
negative.
didn't like. I really didn't like her. I felt like each woman that was in the ring with her had to really carry her, had to really like control the match. Because if not, she'll fuck up and probably hurt one of them as well. Because she does a lot of clumsy shit in the ring.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I see disaster in this match. If I'm wrong, I will admit to it. But this looks like it's going to be a disaster, like a car wreck.
I'm hoping Amber Moon keeps the belt. She worked this long to get it, then to her to drop it so fast. I really don't want to see the KO thing happen over again in this particular way.
Yeah.
So I got Amber Moon.
Sadly, I'm going with Shayna Baszler.
Oh, you think she's gonna win?
I totally think she's gonna win.
Really?
I just think that especially since they signed Ronda Rousey, there's a lot of stuff to draw money. I don't know. I just see like something is going. How did Shayna Baszler get a title match so fast? Just ask yourself that question.
She did what KO did.
Yeah.
She did exactly what KO did.
But the whole thing was that Shayna Baszler had no previous wrestling experience besides the Mae Young Classic. Yeah. KO, at least fans could understand. This guy's been wrestling for 14 years before he got to NXT.
Yeah, but it's also like the hype that's in her. But she did exactly what KO did.
Wait, can I ask a question now? Between the three of us, which one of y'all was hyped for Shayna Baszler when you first heard she was coming? Me personally, I don't know who the hell she is. and since I've seen her in the ring, she's not special. The only thing I know is that in a real fight, she probably could beat up most of the women, but that's just saying that. Like realistically, in a wrestling ring, she hasn't done anything to impress me.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't believe that the match is going to be terrible, but it's probably not going to be special at all. It's not going to. I feel it's definitely not going to be pay-per-view worthy. At least not yet. Like between this and that, has she really fought anybody?
No.
I mean, like
she had a squash match against Dakota Kai. That's what she did.
But I mean,
she had a squash match against Dakota Kai. Broke her arm. That's the only thing that looked good that she did was when she broke Dakota Kai's arm.
So I mean, no, nothing makes me think that she's gonna be a good champion if she does win, but that said, nothing really makes me think it's gonna be a terrible match. She doesn't strike me as like the Yete type of bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something stupid like that, but.
Yeah. She looks like a badass. She looks like a badass, but when she talks, that goes out the window.
She sounds like Bailey.
She just looks real like I don't mean in a negative way. It's just like street
masculine.
No, she has the look for that. It matches the way she looks, but I just mean like she seems real street to me. She seems kind of hood, and I mean like maybe she needs to embrace a little bit more of that because there's not really that much of that in wrestling on any type of level, but it seems like she's maybe holding something back.
Her ass is a country girl. Her ass from North Dakota.
But you can even see like, there's a different type of something about that. Like she's probably shanky when you're not looking or something like
that. She promos like Bailey just with a deeper voice.
Yes.
I would say
yeah. Listen to her promos.
Although they do look like twins separated at birth and then one fed steroids. Yes.
All right. So Ember Moon, I have. Who you got, Mike?
Oh, I got Ember Moon.
And Minion got Shayna Baszler. Mm-hmm. Next match, Rich. This is good. This could be another potential match of the night kind of thing. Aleister Black versus Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match.
I like the first match they had really, a lot.
Yeah, so. Me too. So I have good hopes. I got Aleister Black winning this one.
I agree. Also, have you noticed that Aleister Black, for a person who doesn't really talk, is really good at drawing the characters out of certain people? Like, if you had the people seem to amp up and, get become better against him. Like Adam Cole, I think was lackluster when he first got there, but since he's been feuding with him, Aleister Black, like I think he's on a different level.
I'm going with Adam Cole. I think Adam Cole's gonna shock the system. I think Adam Cole's gonna beat him tonight. I think they're gonna do it with some interference because it's an Extreme Rules match, right?
Yeah.
There's really no DQ.
Yeah, nobody's been banned from ringside or anything, so
I kind of wish this one would have just stayed a regular wrestling match, though. I wish this one would have just stayed a regular technical wrestling match because they had the first one they had was great.
Yeah.
They could do even better.
I agree.
But I think Adam Cole actually needs to win, though. To be real with you.
Okay.
It's okay if Aleister Black loses.
I just want to see.
Okay.
I want to see Cole get kicked in the head. That's pretty much what I want.
Yeah, because the way he took it last time, it was great.
I just like seeing him kick people in the head. That's like my favorite thing in Aleister Black. I could watch all his finishing moves like in a loop, and I'll enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah, I kind of agree there. I like that.
I love when he knees people in the face.
Yeah.
He does a lot of good stuff. Yeah. That flip is pretty good. That flip off the ropes, the way he does it's pretty good.
Black is special. There's no doubt about it, but I'm going with Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Who you got?
Oh, no, I said Black.
Black? I got Black. Next match in the main event, NXT champion Andre Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano. Oh, man. I really want Gargano to win this match.
I'm going with Gargano. Fuck it.
I like
going with Gargano.
There's a lot of things you could do after this match with Gargano. Yeah. So, yeah, and then they haven't had a babyface champion in a while.
I know.
Well, Drew McIntyre was a babyface, I guess. But like a true babyface, like a big crowd. Gargano's matches in the last couple of weeks have been the fucking best things in the weeks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Every match he did has been fucking amazing. I would like to see him rival Velveteen Dream for the belt. I would like to see him returning to Tommaso Ciampa fight for that belt. So it's a lot of things with Gargano winning this that I could look forward to.
Yeah. I could see Gargano winning tonight, Ciampa coming in and destroying him after, absolutely destroying him again.
I see that. And then challenges him at WrestleMania for the belt.
Yeah, because at first I had Cien Almas retaining with Ciampa interfering, but I think the better story would actually be Gargano beating him, and you could enjoy the feel-good story like Sami Zayn, like they did with KO, and then just have Ciampa come out of nowhere and destroy him.
Okay.
I'm up for that.
How long has it been, and when did they say Ciampa was going to return?
It was like 6 to 8 months.
So yeah, Ciampa's been gone for quite some time.
Okay. Since last WrestleMania.
He's hitting that year mark.
Yeah.
Right,
because since Mania. He's been out since like a little after Mania. I think the pay-per-view after Mania, I think.
Was it the TakeOver Toronto? Or was it the TakeOver San Antonio?
I think it was
TakeOver Toronto.
Toronto.
So it was before Mania, right?
No, I think it was after. It was during. I think it was the one at Mania.
The one at Mania?
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know. I don't remember. That's so long ago.
Yeah, so...
Well, let's go Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
Mr. I'm going to wear my Johnny Wrestling shirt today.
Yeah. I really hope I would like to see him in the belt. I really would like to see him in the belt. So I'm going for Gargano all the way.
Gargano's special because, just like you said, he is a babyface that the crowd gets behind. It's very rare that the crowd is actually behind and rooting for them and feeling their pain and actually enjoying the underdog and the come-up story.
Yeah.
And he's one of them. So I think they did a great job.
Like this was Sami Zayn.
Yeah, it was Sami Zayn. It was Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan also.
Well, NXT-wise, it was Sami Zayn.
NXT-wise, yeah, it was definitely Sami Zayn. After that, I don't think they've had anybody like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they had anybody like that. Because everybody else was just a dominated babyface.
Yeah, so
Okay.
It was Takeover.
You looked it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I
It
think
was after Takeover. It was a live show after Takeover, the last Takeover. So it was after the WrestleMania Takeover.
So you were right.
Yeah. It was the live show after WrestleMania Takeover.
So yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, so that's a really good build-up rivalry right there, and I think they could do a lot of things with it if they did it right.
Where was WrestleMania last year?
April?
No, where was it?
Oh,
it was in Orlando. It was in Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
There you go. So it was Takeover Orlando.
So this will be Takeover. Well, this year we take over New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's our predictions for NXT Takeover. Again, little things. What do you think of the big thing that happened this week was the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw.
Jumping right into Raw, huh?
Well, that's the next thing. The other big thing was 25th. I feel like it had so much opportunities they could have done, and they just didn't do it.
I agree. It was wasted potential, and it was just really boring.
Yeah.
It was. Listen. A lot of people said it was garbage. I feel bad for the people who were there live. And was it?
I feel bad. It was the Hammerstein.
No, it was Manhattan Center. I know it's in the building, but it's the other place. But like people who were there, I feel bad because those $800 tickets. Yeah, that's way too much for what they had to. Nah.
They had a lot of dead time. Like I thought it would be like a whole like separate show. Like while it's on commercials, they'll actually have matches in there.
They said they only had 2, right? Because cruiserweight division matches were on there.
Yeah. And they had some of the last match there.
Personally, I feel bad for the Revival for having to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Also, I feel bad for the club having to be a part of that. That entire segment with DX was super cringy.
Yeah.
That didn't feel good at all. It was
is the Revival being punished? Does anybody know that? It felt like that was punishment.
No, it's just they just brought them back and they've been talking shit about their tag. So I guess that was the ones that they were going to do it to, because there's no really other heel tag team like that right now.
Yeah.
Like who else?
The old school.
Yeah. No, but there's no other heel tag team in that sense right now.
And what, on Raw?
Yeah, to do that to.
Oh yeah, because you can't do it to Cesaro and Sheamus.
No. So right now they're not really doing anything. So you could use them to do it, even though we know how good they are. They're going to use that for now. They're going to build up. I see them getting the tag belts eventually. They just got to start getting momentum.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, Dawson got a little chunkier. So he has to lose some of that weight. They just came off. They had a lot of injuries and going up to Monday Night Raw, so that was tough for them.
So Mike, you didn't like Raw 25 at all?
Vince and Stone Cold was fun.
I think that was my highlight of the show.
I liked the Miz Roman Reigns match.
I love that match. I thought it was clever the way the Miz won that title. It was great. I didn't see that coming.
I agree.
I thought Roman was going to hold on to the championship, to be real with you.
Yeah, I was happy that he got the belt, though. I was happy Miz got the belt. Now he's having a baby in the belt.
I also, what else did I like from that show on Raw? I actually liked the segment where everybody kept showing up to play cards with the acolytes. That was actually pretty. That was pretty funny. Especially when the New Day came. Yeah. When the New Day came and they started throwing the pancakes on the table, I was dying. I was dying.
Oh, the damn pancakes.
Yeah.
Wait, is there pancake batter to buy? New Day brand?
It's coming.
Okay, so not yet. All right.
Yeah, it's coming. This is the same thing they did with the ice cream too. They had ice cream for a while on Shop Zone and shit too.
Now, will you buy the batter?
If somebody says it's not bad, yeah, because it's bad. There's bad pancake batter.
I liked the cereal. So.
Oh, okay.
I like.
You said the cereal was Lucky Charms, right?
Was more sugary Lucky Charms.
More sugary Lucky Charms.
Yes, it was Lucky Charms.
There was something else that was good on Raw 25.
I was pissed that the women didn't really do much, the legends and stuff like that. It was nice seeing them. Fucking Tori Wilson looked amazing.
Yeah, she did.
She's a fitness instructor now.
Yeah, well, she does like a YouTube channel. She does workouts and stuff on her YouTube channel and stuff. But I was like, damn. Like,
why Lita didn't make it?
I guess I don't know. She just didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it. Edge was out of town. I know Nash just got knee surgery, so he didn't come. Brett just got like arm surgery or something, so he didn't go. So there was a lot of people that canceled out on it.
I wanted to see Victoria. That's what I really wanted to see, man.
I feel like there was a lot of missing opportunities, especially with the women's division. Like you could have easily had Trish and Alexa Bliss do a promo against each other or something like that, or you could have had Sasha Banks and some like interaction with the legends and stuff like that, more than just hey, they're the girls that started it all. Okay, bye now.
Yeah. Did you guys read the original plans of what the Dudleys were supposed to do?
No, I did not.
So they were supposed to put Enzo through the table, but since that whole thing that happened. It had to get scratched off, and they had to, figure out some way to implement them in. But originally, they were supposed to put Enzo through the table. He was going to defend his title, I believe, against who was it? I think it was
Cedric.
Cedric, yeah. I believe they were going to put that match on Raw 25 also, and they decided to scrap it at the last minute.
Oh, because of what happened with Enzo?
Yes, and. Is it just me, or does anybody just fast forward when Paul Heyman comes out now? I fast forward it. I don't care.
I really don't care about the Universal title.
It's a joke.
At all. Like, I don't care about that match at all. Like, if Braun Strowman wins, I'll be happy, but he has to do a lot for me to actually believe in that title again.
Can I ask you a question? If Finn Balor was in the match, would you care?
Yes. I would.
Right now, as the Universal title, as long as Lesnar, I know, has the belt, I don't care about the belt. If it gets off to someone else, then they have to start something. They have to start something with that belt to make it more credible again. Because right now, that belt is shit. How is the UK title defended more than the WWE Universal title?
Ain't that a shame?
That's a damn shame.
Also, I'm just saying the only reason I'm really interested in this match is because there's a possibility that Kane might win. Because, like, when's the next time you're going to see Kane in the main event picture?
Kane's not winning.
I'm just saying.
We could bet lunch on
love it if Kane.
We could bet dinner on this because I know Kane ain't winning.
My WWE 2K18 said Kane will win this match.
I saw.
Jay, if Kane wins, I will buy us wings.
Okay.
That's
if he wins. There's no way.
That would be the feel good story of this pay per view if Kane won.
He's but I still could do it.
I truly believe that the odd factor of this match is Kane. Yeah. It's like he showed up out of nowhere, and he got in on this, and it's like he's old now. I'm sorry, he's a legend. He's historic. He's amazing, but he is old in doggy years now, in wrestling years. He is beyond of what he could do.
He's ancient in dog years.
I want to agree with you 100%. But the only thing I have to say is, but he will be there on Monday. And not just standing behind Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I want him to win.
I understand that.
And the same thing with Strowman.
And he's the man.
And the same thing with Strowman. I want one of those two to win just to get the belt and get it back into a regular basis on Monday Night Raw. But I really don't think Lesnar's losing the title to Mania.
Nah, I don't think Lesnar's losing it to Mania.
Yeah, same here.
It's been planned for like 2 years now of what they're supposed to happen at Mania for Lesnar.
Can he ever be the challenger, though, to get it back? Like,
no, we don't want to see him. We don't want to see. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, once he loses the belt, don't come back. Stay.
Don't give him $12 million to do 4 appearances.
Go cut down some trees.
Go be hostile and grumpy with your wife, man. I'm sorry.
True story.
Oh man, like I just want him off. I just want him off TV. Like he's like the one person I just don't care. So the Universal title made me not care about the title. Like I would like to see Finn Balor get it again. I would like to see a rotation of champions now.
You know what I wanted to happen so bad? I wanted the Miz to lose and the Miz to win the Royal Rumble, and that's who I would have picked had he lost.
Yeah,
I was going with the Miz.
I've heard that he's still injured though.
Yeah,
he's still in it.
Why?
Because shenanigans, I guess. I don't know.
That is the problem with WWE.
Bobby Roode is still in. They always been like that.
Yeah, but they have to stop doing that. Once the person has a title, they shouldn't try to combine the titles. They shouldn't try to have two title holders. It never fares out well. Look at Seth Rollins when he had the U.S. title and the heavyweight title.
It wasn't a really
good run. But again, if they need to learn how to focus on one title. They need to learn how to make that title special. It's very hard for the title to be special if you keep jointing somebody. Like you can't have the only person I can see it working for is maybe the Miz, is because the way he could talk it, the way he can talk the hell out of that.
Okay.
But anybody else, I can't see it happen. I can't see it. Like if you was to give, let's say Finn Balor 2 titles at the same time, it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
I
don't see them winning. I know they're still in the Rumble though. They still have opportunity in the Rumble.
I'm calling it now because I know there's that imminent rivalry of Miz is probably going to screw Roman Reigns out of his Royal Rumble win. Maybe that seems like the most plausible thing.
I see SmackDown winning it. I don't see a Raw person winning the Royal Rumble.
And that more goes to that point too. It's just
You guys read who the Miz is supposed to face at WrestleMania?
Yeah, Strowman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is a joke. That's a joke.
What?
Exactly, that is a joke. That's how you know Strowman ain't winning, unless they change it.
Really?
Jay, where did you first read that, Jay?
Like 2 weeks ago.
And when you read that, you were like, "What the hell are they thinking?
Why?
Why?
Like, all right, if you're gonna build a character with the title, then that's fine. Like, have him start with the IC and see where he goes with it. But if he's going from a Universal Championship match that you're trying to build this character to be your top babyface, and you keep having him lose those big matches, then people are gonna stop really caring for when he's in a title match.
Yeah. And that's the only thing that, to me, I think that New Japan does well is the title runs. That's it. The title runs feel way more special.
But you also got to realize they do shows like maybe once they'll do like a bunch of shows like 3 months, and then they'll have a 3-month break, and then they'll do another show like another 2 weeks of shows, and then they do another break. WWE is every fucking day. So you can't. This is my big thing of when people compare New Japan and WWE. They're two different monsters. WWE works every fucking day. So
but when you hear somebody,
to keep something interesting, you have to develop all these things. You're not going to have the same title reigns, like as it has New Japan. New Japan is just a little easier to have those long ass title reigns.
But doesn't the person make the title? Because when Punk wasn't Punk a great champion? I wasn't watching when Punk was champion. But he had that belt for over a year, didn't he?
You know what's funny? If you really look at his title reign wasn't as good as everyone thinks it was. Towards the ending, it was good.
Yeah.
But most of the title reign was not that great.
Okay. See,
and half the time, he wasn't a main eventer. He didn't main event the pay-per-view.
I never saw his run.
Yeah.
Listen, what all I'm asking for, and I know we're jumping off the topic, is if you have a championship, defend it 3 pay-per-views and at least 4 regular TV shows. And then they could drop the belt, because that means like they built that. They built it. Like we didn't even see Roman in an IC championship fight in the pay-per-view, did we?
We saw him defend the title every day on Raw,
but we didn't see it on pay-per-view. It never. Nothing.
He fought last week.
Nothing never got built for him. You get what I'm saying?
What was the last pay-per-view? This was the last pay-per-view was Survivor Series. Like, in that sense. For Raw. SmackDown was the one that had the pay-per-view. Raw didn't have a pay-per-view since Survivor Series.
This is why I think
he's only had it for a short amount of time, yeah.
It could have been Roman versus The Miz.
But Roman defended the title like almost every fucking Raw after that.
But how long did he keep this title? A month?
Well,
because The Miz was only gone like a month.
2.5 months.
2.5 months?
Yeah, because the last pay-per-view was in November.
I would have let him keep it a little longer. He was doing great with that belt.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? He was doing great with that belt.
Yeah, he was just a placeholder for The Miz to return, pretty much.
I find funny though. That I find funny.
The big picture thing is that they want for Lesnar. I think he'll be the one to take the belt off Lesnar, and I see that's why they've been building him. But for Roman as IC champ, he was good. I liked his run. I liked the matches he had. It was a short run, but it could have been longer. But again, it also hurt the fact that Raw didn't have a pay-per-view at the time either.
Guys, I'll be right back, all right? Mm-hmm. I'll be listening, though.
Yeah. So Raw didn't have a pay-per-view since Survivor Series. Survivor Series was the last pay-per-view they had.
The one thing I can say about Roman's run, and the unfortunate part is, I feel like if Samoa Joe didn't get hurt, maybe that was meant for him to have the belt.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the only sad part about that whole thing.
I 100% agree. It should have went to Samoa Joe, but this is the thing with Samoa Joe also. Every time he starts getting a good momentum, he gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened like twice already. He was in that Universal title picture. Then he got hurt.
This is true.
Came back, started getting that momentum again. He does great promos. He does great matches.
So good promo. He's one of the best guys on promo.
He feels real. He feels real. He feels like he will bust your ass.
And he feels comfortable
doing it.
He doesn't doing it and saying it like you're like he's one of the few people that if somebody said he has swagger, I would say okay. And I wouldn't cringe when you say it.
Yeah.
Because the way he carries himself.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's a miss. Like, again, I think that was the where they wanted to go with the whole Roman Reigns title range was to Samoa Joe, and then he got hurt, so they just went back to Miz because they want Miz to take that record anyway.
Mm-hmm. How long? Okay, he's longest reigning is what he's going for, right?
Longest reigning, which he's actually not that far from, but he's also is going for the most reigns, which is held by Jericho right now with 9.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So he needs one more reign to tie Jericho, and 2 more to beat Jericho.
And Cena needs one more. No, Cena got the one more he needed, right?
Well, he's tied with Flair now.
He's tied, and Randy is what? He's like 1 behind, right?
He's 12th time.
Yeah, he's not okay. So that's what?
Yeah,
it's 5. That's 5. Yeah.
Until I want to see Randy Orton with the belt.
I feel like here's my prediction for the Royal Rumble. Since new developments have come to pass, I feel like Randy might. He's not gonna win, but he's gonna be like made to look really big in this Rumble, and I feel like Shinsuke might win because I'm saying this because of SmackDown. Okay. At the end of this past week's SmackDown, they had an interaction between Shinsuke, Baron Corbin, and
I actually say that RKO looked pretty cool.
Everything about that entire interaction was pretty awesome because he literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then he also caught Corbin with the RKO as well.
Yes, but like my thoughts are that things happen for a reason. So Randy's probably going to be made to look good in this Rumble, and it might come down to him and Shinsuke.
You know what? I could see that happening, and then going into the next pay-per-view, going after Rumble, I could see Shinsuke and Randy Orton fight for that spot. Mm-hmm. Or something like that if Shinsuke wins.
Or if Shinsuke is going to WrestleMania, somehow it might not be AJ. It might be Randy. And I know we don't like that, but somehow I feel that.
You guys picked your winners last week, right, for the Rumble?
Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
I agree with him. I want to see that.
Oh yeah, Mike. I remember you said you got Nick Nemdes, right? Nick,
yeah,
what's his name?
Nick Nemeth is coming in.
Nick Nemdes. Yeah.
My Dolph Ziggler, and then my second one it would be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, I got Shinsuke. I got Shinsuke and Sasha, or Shinsuke and I don't know why I'm going with Ruby Riott.
I got for the women's. I got Becky Lynch because I'm always gonna go Becky Lynch until she wins something. And I will say.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pick your pick, Jay.
I will say I'll pick a wild one that no one will expect. Because originally, the person I had winning was Paige.
I know who you're going with. I know who your wild pick is.
I'm going to pick Mandy Rose.
Oh, I thought you was gonna go with Sonya Deville.
No, I pick Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is hot.
It ain't happening. If it does, I got wings for you. If it does.
What else? You know what? Asuka, I could see still taking it.
I got Asuka winning the title, so that's why the only reason why I don't pick her. That's the only reason why I'm not.
If she don't win this, you know what? Nia Jax is a big way of winning this too. There's a lot of. I say the Royal Rumble for the women is a bit more important for an individual to win than the men's one, because you see where the men's like kind of shit is going, but the women's you have no clue where this fucking match is gonna go.
I don't really have a clue where the men's is going either until they entered Roman into that damn Rumble.
Yeah, he got announced today.
Once they entered Roman, it's like if they go with Roman Reigns again in Philadelphia, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I love Roman. I'm not a Roman hater, but I can't. I don't think he deserves. I don't think he needs it.
No, you don't.
It's time to build another person to help him.
I feel it should be a SmackDown person, and they already have the main event for what they want in Raw.
Yeah, you see, I'm not feeling that.
But yeah, I got Shinsuke or Ziggler, and I'll say Becky Lynch and you know what? Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. That doesn't be wrong.
I would love if Becky Lynch won. I would take anybody on the women's side. I'll take, but I would love Sasha versus Asuka. I think that would be the perfect match at WrestleMania.
Okay. Last but not least, we'll go and what I was gonna say. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because we kind of went pretty long. This is Mark with the Mic. This is the Wrestling Battle podcast for January 27th, 18th. It's an NXT Takeover preview show. NXT coming up tonight is gonna be great. There was one last thing I was gonna say, and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. So I guess it was not important.
The 205 live match.
Oh, that match should be mentioned because that was also an amazing match. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
Yes,
was another amazing match. So we had two amazing matches.
That was my match of the week. Was the 205 live match? I absolutely loved it.
The lucha match was awesome though. That was pretty cool.
It was a great match. Also
looked great out there. He looked like a badass. Him and TJP. I'm not feeling his character development, but like he's still on the money. TJP.
Yes. Yep.
They got to push Lince Dorado. I like Lince Dorado. He's a Puerto Rican. He's a Puerto Rican kid. He talks English. He speaks pretty good English as well.
Okay.
Push him. I follow him on Twitch. He has a video Twitch.
Oh, really? Nice. Okay.
He's actually really cool. I like Lince Dorado. His masks are questionable, but I like the. I like. I didn't mind the last match though.
Mike, I was kind of offended when you called Cedric Alexander a charisma vacuum. I was like, what? I was kind of offended by that. I was like, wait a minute. No, he's actually a guy that they get behind. The fans actually get behind him.
Dude, it's the past, except for this last match, he's just been like falling flat with Goldust, man. It's not been good. That's just been awkward.
But that's just the weird pairing that they've done that. For some reason, they always pair Goldust with black guys.
That's what I was saying.
I don't get that.
But Goldust gets the pop, and Cedric don't.
Yeah, like that. But again, it was like his humor was still falling flat with Cedric because it's not that Cedric wasn't getting it because he was like standing there right along with him, smiling, and he was laughing at the right parts and everything. It was literally falling flat. That's the part that was like, ugh.
Yeah. My whole thing with Cedric is that all they needed to do was just keep giving him wins.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Well, I mean, he's been pretty good. He hasn't really lost anything, right?
Well, he wasn't getting the wins that
out of stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sure enough.
Because the fans would have been behind him had it been him versus Neville. I think once they went with Enzo versus Neville, it was like, what in the world's going on?
I agree. There is something to be said about a person who could talk circles around the other person.
Yeah. And you couldn't take Enzo serious because he was getting killed by Big Cass every single week.
This is true.
So it was like, how could he get a title? It didn't make any sense.
That's what you know. That I agree with that because that goes to your point about build up. Like there was none.
Not even that. He also got his ass destroyed by Braun Strowman twice.
Yes, it was like, what are they doing with him? You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now his new boo is Drew Gulak now, so I'm loving that.
Are you serious?
Watch, it's gonna be Drew. It's gonna be Drew Gulak. Watch.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Last but not least, who you think is going to be the 205 Live GM? Which is just something that we talked about like 3 weeks ago. Remember? We talked about like 205 needs a GM.
Spoke about that a while ago.
Yeah, we mentioned it quite a few times on shows as well. Like it does need like a leader. It does need something that it needs like that authority figure and ways to make matches, not just these matches are already planned. Okay, it gives more to the story. The big three right now that a lot of people are saying is Shane Helms. Shane Helms.
Even WWE like shone a little spotlight on him like recently, showing some videos since
it was Shane Helms. It was when he was there. It was Norm Dar and it was Brian Kendrick. It was a lot of people. I personally said Jamie Noble.
Yeah, I said Jamie Noble a while ago. I thought that would have been very nice because he's just so tiny.
Yeah,
it would have been funny.
Well, he's around their heights though.
Yeah, but you know who else I thought would be a good GM would probably be Billy Kidman. You don't really see him, but you know he's back there.
Yeah, and he doesn't look nothing like Billy Kidman no more.
Exactly, so it'd be perfect.
He looked like an Eminem.
Why don't they just go with Dean Malenko and just have him go out there and say, "You're gonna go out there and wrestle"?
That's what I thought too. That's someone I actually thought too.
I'll tell you who's gonna be S.A. Rios.
S.A. Rios. Wow.
Hoovy juice.
What happened?
The juice? No.
The Hoovy juice. No, in order to make 205 Live successful, they got to kind of get away from a lot of those
I got you.
Crazy antics. Dean Malenko. Nah, I like my pick would be if out of the names that Jay mentioned, it'd be Kendrick because Kendrick would play the master GM.
I think a more subdued but vocal role would be good for Brian Kendrick.
Yeah,
he could talk his ass off.
How about
it? Could have been Drew Gulak. Yo, there you go. It could have been Drew Gulak.
You're right. I'm on board with that.
I like Gulak.
You know what?
He bans top rope moves. Okay.
And you get to see the technical wrestling side of this. Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. This is another Wrestling Bible podcast. We'll see you next week with our Royal Rumble NXT review show, and hopefully we have 2 great days of wrestling because NXT looks like it's gonna be great. Royal Rumble's questionable.
Let's go Nakamura. Let's go
Dolph Ziggler.
Ruby Riot, baby.
Yeah. All right. Peace out. Please follow all our things on Facebook, Twitter, Rev Cycling Link, The Wrestling Babble. You can find us everywhere on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and follow our channels on SoundCloud
and comment on the podcast. Damn it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Peace out.
Laters.